You know what turns me on lately? I mean, I don't mean it like that. Okay, I'm at the Phoenix airport.
Okay.
I'm there. I went for the day, which I will get to in a second. They redid the entire Delta terminal. I was so excited.
What was the great transition from to?
Because when you spend so much time in the airport, you have to think of how to spend that time and what to do while you're there and make the best of it, which is difficult. And I mean, this is my
No,
life.
you're right.
Yeah.
If I'm not on the tour bus and it's lots of people, which I don't like,
Right.
but I'm very excited to report that in the new Delta terminal in Phoenix, they have a Panera. They have a Shake Shack.
Yes.
They have
Two complete different opposite ends.
2 Starbucks.
Wow.
And a fantastic Delta Sky Club.
Okay.
However, we did have the issue the other day, the Delta Sky Club, of the headphone-wearing businessman on a conference call.
Okay.
Oh.
I know everything you would ever need to know about electrical parts for I don't even know what.
It's and the great thing about that is it's always just little bits and pieces of hearing somebody's conversation. It's like a lot of,
this isn't bits or pieces. This would be like we're on the phone, like doing a segment almost.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, I think if you put the radio show up on Pandora, check those numbers. How are those going? I mean, that was the equivalent.
So it wasn't just getting the yeah. No. I don't think you want to do that.
So
no.
In this situation, I did think, what would Hannah Ray do?
Are you serious?
Because my
WWHRD. It's a new T-shirt.
Nice.
Because I was thinking to myself, my first gut feeling is to walk over and make hand motions. I can hear you.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody can't. No, he doesn't. That's my point.
Oh, he was like speaking louder than he realized.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, when you have headphones on, your volume increases exponentially by how little you can hear from the outside world.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be sexist about this. It's a guy thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that sexist, but
it is a guy oblivious trait.
Yes.
No one else, it doesn't even see the people walking by, is in his bubble.
Yeah.
So I thought, what would Hannah Ray do? I thought maybe she would write it on a piece of paper. And she would hold it up. What would you do? Would you, A, just think, I'm going to put my headphones on and not deal? Would you, B, make excuse me. Okay.
Okay.
This is for those of you watching.
I just made a sign.
It says "shut up" on it in pink marker.
You know, I would never think of being that brief. I would. I feel like I've got to explain.
Right.
I hear every word you're saying. I know that your budget is that you're over budget. I know that the parts didn't ship from Philadelphia.
Right.
So here's my ray of sunshine, as that's my brand. It could have been a lot worse, because what's worse is being on the other side, especially if it's like an elderly person. It's always some health ailment that's going on, and it's usually digestive. I don't know if you've ever been.
That is not what we're talking about.
No, but I'm just saying is that I'm saying that being somewhere where somebody is on a phone call and you're only hearing half the conversation, the subject matter could have been worse than electrical engineering.
Listen,
that's true.
I saw the whole thing. He's got a pad where he's writing down the notes, and then it turns from handwriting into print on his tablet.
That's actually pretty awesome.
We're okay. Did you enter the Sky Club with hopes of napping?
I entered the Sky Club in hopes that they had their hot dog bar up.
Did they?
I need to become a Sky Club member.
I cannot, Delta, I'm just going to say, it's these Sky Clubs. They're too crowded. That's the negative. It is packed. They need to make them bigger. On the positive side, I cannot believe it's like going to, it's basically a cafeteria or a restaurant, but a good one.
Yeah.
In the morning, they have the eggs, the egg bar or whatever with scrambled eggs, and you go through like a line where you get the scallions and all that stuff.
I mean, if they have scallions, that's...
And then,
Oh my
now
gosh.
this particular one had quinoa salad,
Oh, wow.
beet salad. Then then this guy was taking the sauerkraut, and then the woman
Of course,
putting
there was sauerkraut.
no way. So the woman came out and said, "Oh, that's for the hot dog bar." Like she hadn't brought the hot dogs out.
yeah.
So he took the sauerkraut, thinking it was like
Just like
Just-
standalone sauerkraut.
You know,
I'm
fermented
looking
things.
around and I'm like, the coffee, the Starbucks thing where you make your own cappuccino, which I don't even know what that is, but it was, I could not believe how nice this airport was.
This has taken so many twists and turns. I never even got to tell you what I would have done, which is that
Your flight just got delayed.
never.
Well, you're talking about airports. It was an airport.
Go
podcast.
ahead.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I never would have said anything about it.
Would you have noticed it?
Yes, and I would have thought it was funny, and I would have listened for entertainment, and then I would have just like moved on.
Okay, maybe I need to reframe the way I think about it.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's like there's so many things in the world you can't control. You might as well just like try to find the entertainment value in things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, okay. There was another guy
Okay. Yeah.
who was at the bar serving himself all the stuff, and I'm telling you, it's good.
Yeah.
Little biscottis, like,
Little biscottis.
hard-boiled eggs for those who don't want the powdered kind is probably what the eggs are.
Powdered.
Like isn't
All hotel scrambled eggs are powdered. They
Yeah.
start off life as a powder.
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
that like in
Mind
space?
blown. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
That's gross.
They're powdered, reconstituted.
Don't they?
and
Aren't they?
then the powdered eggs in space?
No,
I'm sure.
I mean,
Do
like-
they actually come from powder?
Do they come from space?
like Hampton Inn, Fairfield.
Right.
They've got to be. They
Wow.
don't taste. They don't.
No, it's all powdered. Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if Delta. I have to ask if next time I'm there. They had a taco bar at the one at LaGuardia, but their terminal isn't as nice.
Yeah,
I love a good
LaGuardia's
taco.
disaster.
I love a good taco bar, though.
Okay. So
Yes.
I left the Sky Club because my flight was boarding.
Okay.
I couldn't find my headphones. Now,
I can imagine that so
how-
clearly in my mind.
how many headphones do we have around here?
A lot.
20, 30, 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot. And never enough simultaneously.
But
Yeah.
I use the little buds when I'm around the airport because if you use these, it's
extra.
does that mean it's too much to
It's just too
deal
much.
with?
It's just too much. Yeah.
Is if you get on the plane with that, you're really like leave me alone.
Yeah.
And so
You like that.
Except so I walked onto a plane and I had these with me, which just because they're the best sounding,
the red ones.
the red ones. And these are, a really nice pair of Audio Technicas. And I was walking down the aisle and there's another guy sitting with another pair. They kind of look like yours, but the same brand. I'm like, ATH M50s, like, they're the best. I'm like, they're the best. And then we just walked on. So sometimes it's not just to shut out. It's just because they're the best.
Well, also those are red, so people really
Notice them.
take notice.
Yeah.
Yours are pretty nice looking too, though.
Those are classy.
Where-
For those who can't see them, they're like navy with brown leather trim.
Which ones are these?
Those are
They're the
also
same.
Audio
Audio-
Technica
yeah.
ATMH
Those are like the
50s.
dad. That's like the dad version
And then
of those.
It's a special edition
Those
because
are the teenage girl
No,
ones.
no, those are like the teenage boy ones. Yours, you have the dad version because you got the leather trim for no
Right.
reason.
teenage boys loud. They're loud.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
loud.
So I go into the tech to go store because of course.
And of course, you're like panicking. You're
Now,
like frantic.
I am of the belief that when you walk into any store, this is an old-fashioned notion.
I know exactly what you're going to say. That someone should approach you and say,
No.
May I help you,
No,
sir?
you're wrong.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That because they work there, they're an expert at everything.
Oh, yeah.
That it's not just a job. And I don't know why. I guess because
Have you compared this to like your behavior, or not your behavior, but the behavior of people who work in these stores? Because I've never experienced.
well, this isn't like the Cheeto incident.
Right.
Right.
This is more. It's like going into a sneakers. Is that what they call them now? Sneakers.
Shoe store?
Shoe store.
The sports athletic
like
shoe
New
store?
Balance or whatever.
Foot Locker.
I almost said tennis shoes store.
That's normal. I
Really?
say tennis shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like regional, though, I think.
People still play tennis.
So I just assume that when I go into the tennis shoe store
Yeah.
and I say, I have this thing with my foot. And for some reason, I think the high school kid working there knows
Right,
about
right.
They're not
podiatry.
they're not
or-
podiatrists. They're shoe salesmen.
Right.
Yeah.
They can help measure your foot. They can't tell you why the bunion's there.
So here's me at a audio professional with 40 different headphones lying around here that I use headphones probably more than the average person. And I say to the guy, I need a pair of headphones. Which one do you think is the best?
Yeah.
And he starts with this litany, but not technical litany. Well, these red ones, I just like that they're red. And
Are you serious?
These don't get lost because they're
Red.
purple or something. And I thought, well, that's not really.
It's not really what you were looking
in
for.
my mind, I'm thinking, why am I having this conversation? Like, why don't I just? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause there are all these different ones, skull kind, and
Yeah,
Skull
whatever.
candy.
Yeah.
And
Familiar.
so I don't know if that's just a marketing thing that they're called that, and there's colors.
I think
Are
that's
they
kind
better,
of it.
worse? Are they more money because they're better? It's just it's very confusing
Yeah.
to me.
And this is all happening as your flight is boarding?
Well, I got there. I always wait to the very last minute to board
Right.
the flight
Oh, okay.
because I get claustrophobia standing on the jet bridge with all the other people
Okay.
and all the talking on the jet bridge in the confined space.
What is it like to be you?